I'm Jenny and welcome to my channel's Bluebells and Breakthroughs. I'm currently making video diaries, and I've named that specifically the weight of changing weight. Now in April, when I started recording my diaries, I hadn't got the enthusiasm. I kept trying and thinking, oh, do this, do that. Kept overwhelming me. As I said, my colleagues that I work with and friends and stuff were on the injection. So I stupidly went to a salon, shall I say, for 2 or 3 injections, 2 or 3 weeks. No effect whatsoever. Then I was just talking to somebody and I said, oh, like, I'm on the Mounjaro, 0.5. And then she put me up to 1.5. And she says Mounjaro starts at 2.5, Jen. I went, oh. So no wonder it weren't doing anything. Anyway, so I've gone through the proper way now. This goes through me NHS app, my doctors and everything. It's a lot more expensive, but I know in myself now, it makes me feel better that I'm doing it that way. And at the end of the day, paying a lot of money for it just makes you more determined, doesn't it? Anyway, so I've had 4 injections so far, and it's just, I'm just going to record the little diary of what's been happening so far. So my first week, I was told by people who's already on the Mounjaro and the other ones, you have to let it get in your system. So first week I'm like, oh, still hoping for something. Anyway, nothing, no nausea, nothing at all. And then I have these ginger shots in the morning that I make myself. Somebody give me a recipe and it's on YouTube and everything, ginger shots. And I inject myself on a Saturday. So I'd inject myself with a second injection on the Saturday, and then by the Monday I went back to work. And all of a sudden in the morning, as I was working, I thought, oh no, I feel sick. I feel so like, oof, it were awful. But I was thinking, oh my God, like it's working, you know. So I'm dead happy because it's working, because I'm getting side effects. And somebody just happened to say to me, oh, get this stuff, this, you know, the pink peptides, something or other. So I went and got that. Within minutes, it had gone, the feeling. One lady said to me, well, your ginger shots should cancel it out. Well, unluckily, the morning before, I was busy and I'd rushed off it and didn't have my ginger shot. So the morning that I felt sick and stuff, the nausea, I hadn't had that one either. So I thought, oh, how silly. So when I went home, I had it straight away. And then, so since I've been back on my ginger shots in the morning, don't tend to get the nausea at all. I get a bit of bloated feeling. Went out for lunch the other day and got I thought, oh, how lovely is this? Oh, I think it were Chinese or something or having, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, it'd be so lovely this. Put it in front of me, had 2 spoonfuls, and I can't have any more. I was just like put off after 2, and I thought, all right, well, no, this is how it works. And then in the evening, becoming so ravenous because seems to be waking up in the morning and I've no appetite. Now, that's not me. In the morning, I won't say I've got an appetite, but in the morning, I also have my breakfast to make sure I've got enough energy, because I like to do as much as I can in the morning before 12 o'clock. I get up early as I can that day to fit as much in the morning. And then by lunchtime, I seemed to slow down, right? So I was getting this feeling of bloated all the time before I started with the injections. I kept thinking, oh, I don't know why I've been so bloated. And I knew there was nothing wrong with me because last year I had so many tests because I was out of breath going up Pendle Hill. Felt like I were having a heart attack. That was just turned out we were very unfit. Anyway, by the way, but this bloated feeling was stopping me from doing a lot of things, and I'd started panicking every time I went up an hill and I was slightly out of breath. I was actually panicking, and I was getting more and more stressed to the point where I felt like I was being choked all the time. Well, choked not all the time at the beginning, it was just in the situation. Then it got to more and more throughout the day that I'd be stressed, going to bed at night feeling like, oh, I just can't cope, and trying to sleep, you wake up at middle of the night, and I kept thinking, obviously something wrong with my neck. Well, I hadn't. Started on the Mounjaro, nothing for the first week, stress all there and everything, still the same. Second week, stopped having my breakfasts, but I had a banana because I thought I'll have to put something in my belly. Bloatiness went. Stress didn't go right away, but the bloatedness went. And a bit of the panicky thing where I'd be going up and down, I'm like, oh, you're all right, you're not as bloated, you're feeling better because I'm not having the breakfast. But like I said, be having a lunch and then ravenous by tea time. I just thought, I'm not going to lose this week with how much I'm eating, but I weren't doing a food diary. So I recommend, if you can do it, if you haven't already started on the injection, writing a food diary like for your first week before you start on the injections or whatever diet you're doing, and then you can see like and try and tally like your calories up, and then when you start on the Mounjaro or whatever you're doing, you can look at the difference after your first week, like, oh, actually, yeah, I'm nowhere near as many calories as I were last week. So anyway, so first week, weighed in, didn't lose anything. Second week, weighed in, lost 4.5 pounds. So now I'm on like, so I've just had my fourth injection. So third week, when I weighed in, I put a pound on. But to be fair, sometimes that can be like water, or because you can differ in a pound. So or a bit like, but I thought, don't go like that. And I got some reassurance off my friends and stuff, like, you've been too hard on yourself. Anyway, my appetite's low again this week, so I've realised that, like, I can have being gluten free. I've eaten porridge a lot, and I think it's just, when you've eaten something a lot, oh, I just couldn't face porridge anymore. So I've gone to crunching up cornflakes. Or whatever, whatever you fancy. But I can have them in the morning. Means I can't have a banana because I haven't got the appetite for both. I haven't got the appetite, to be fair. I've just like to try and put something in your belly. So I'll have my banana later on because for me, mentally, I need to have my fruit and veg to keep my fibre going in me, which is good, really. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm due my next injection and my weighing. So what I've done is I did a bit of a panic buy. And a few people have told me that they did the same because they were on 2.5 for the first month. They weren't seeing much every week. that they panic buyed. I went to 5 and I've done the same, even though they said they should have stayed on the 2.5. So avoided it, I've got it through. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow, the 5. I'll come back to my video diaries, whether it's every week or once a month, just to see where I'm up to and everything with it. It certainly changes very subtly what you're eating.